So you've gained admission to come for a master's or a PhD at this prestigious international university. You already also have gotten your visa and you're wondering, okay, when I get to this new country where I know no one, as an international student, what am I supposed to do first? Hi, I'm Dami and I'm here to help you. In this video, I'm going to be highlighting 10 important things you need to do as an international student immediately you arrive. Please keep watching. You will be paid by the university, right? And you do not want your payment to be thrown into the air. Hi people, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Dami. If this is your first time being here, you're welcome. I'm always excited to have new people come in here, gain something, learn one or two things. And you're new here, so please hit the subscribe button, that red button that says subscribe. Please hit that button, it's free. When you subscribe, you'll be notified of the new content I upload regularly. Also, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being part of my family. As an international student, when you arrive the new country where you're supposed to start your education, either as a master's student or a PhD student, there are some things you must do in order to have a smooth sailing. And yeah, this video is going to highlight all the important things you need to do. So please stick around, keep watching, and subscribe if you have not subscribed. Without further ado, I'll get into the video. So the first important thing on the list of things to do when you first arrive the country where you're going to be schooling is to plan where you're going to be staying here. Now this is important because this is the place you'll be staying for a year depending on the type of lease you sign. So it is important that you plan where you're going to stay ahead, and that involves documentation, signing of your lease documents, etc. And personally, I usually advise that people arrive some days before school or orientation starts so that you can sort that out, because there are so many things that you need and usually it takes like several days before you can be approved. Sometimes they like to do like a background check on you, they like you to get a reference, someone that can stand in for you, and sometimes this takes days. And so it's best that when you come, the first thing you need to do is sort that out so that when school starts, you're not stranded, you know where you're going to stay. Usually it might not be easy because they don't know who you are, they might not approve it, but immediately you come, it is best that you report at the leasing office of the apartments which you're looking to live in, and then sort everything out. The second important thing on my list here is that you report to the school, your department, or your center of international education. The name usually varies from school to school, but I'm trying to use the name of my school here. And why is this important? There's a lot of documentation that needs to be done immediately you arrive. Remember, you're an international student, you're not a local student. Immediately you come, it is so necessary that you report to school so that documentation can start. And not just because they want to document you, also if you have like a graduate teaching assistant job or research assistant job, the documentation also helps with enrolling your details and adding you to the payroll. So I mean, it's not just the benefits for the school but also your benefit because they get your details, they register you, you fill your tax form and all that good stuff. So yeah, report to the school. The third on my list is get a phone number. Now in the US, there are so many network service providers. We have Leica Mobile, which I use. We have Verizon, T-Mobile, Boost, Sprint. There are so many, and it is so important that you get a phone number because people would need to reach you. You would need to put your contact details in school, and it's just an easier way of communication, especially if there is extra documentation you need to do. trust me, the documentation never stops. There is always something for you to fill. And so if you have a phone number, it is usually easy for the people at the office to reach out to you and call you. Now here's one tip for you. If you're coming to the US, when I first came, my friend bought me a SIM on Amazon. Apparently Amazon and Leica Mobile have this bundle where you just buy the SIM and you have 3 months of airtime and data on it, free calls on the SIM, so you don't have to pay any monthly subscription till after 3 months, which is a fair bargain, because usually the way phone plans work here is that you must pay for every month that you use. So if you have like 3 months, it helps you to like save a bit before you start spending on phone plans. So I think that's like a good deal. If you want me to say this again, it's Leica Mobile, and I think I bought it for $23, and it had like a 3 month plan, free plan on it. So you might want to check that out. Funny enough, that's still the number I use till today. The fourth thing on my list is that you should get your social security number. It is important you get your social security number because part of the things you would need to complete your documentation in school is your social security number. I remember earlier I said that you need to report to your school. From my experience, when I reported to school, I was given an employment verification letter, which was one of the documents I needed to take to the Social Security Department office. And so it's important that after you've reported to your department and they've given you the employment verification letter, whatever the name is called in your school, please immediately go ahead to get your social security number. It takes about 2 to 3 weeks before that number is ready, before they send it to your apartment. Now, if you see how I've arranged this chronologically, I said the first thing you need to do is know where you're going to be staying. And why is this important? Because you have somewhere to lay your head at night. Now, when you go to get your social security number, they send it to your home address. So it is important that you do all these things. So back to what I was saying. After you've gotten your employment verification letter from the department, you will then take the documents and then some other supporting documents such as your passport, your I-94. Your I-94 is a document that states the last time you entered or left the US. You would know more about that when you come. Don't worry, I'm sure this is a lot of information, but trust me, you get the hang of it, and that's why I'm here to help you. I think I've mentioned 4 things, so 6 more to go. So number 5 on my list is go and open a bank account. Now, there are so many banks, just like Nigeria, wherever country you're coming from, there are several banks in the US, and yeah, you need a bank account. And where I come from, we usually have savings account or current accounts, but it's kind of different here. You have either a savings account or a checking account. Honestly, can I be honest with you guys? I haven't really gotten a hang of the checking account and saving account thing in the US, but I think that the checking account is the one where you can easily withdraw money from. I think it's like your current account in Nigeria, while your savings account is majorly just for savings. And yeah, so back to the point. Make sure you go and open a bank account. And why is this important? Because when you're doing your verification and your documentation as a graduate research assistant or a teaching assistant, you will be paid by the university, right? And you do not want your payment to be thrown into the air. You want it to be sent to your account. So if you open a bank account, then you can do the documentation and have your checking account put into the payroll system for the university, and you know that the money will start rolling in as soon as the dough comes. I don't know what I was saying there, but you get the gist. I am trying to be as short and precise as possible. So the number 6 thing on my list is that when you arrive at the US, it is a good time to start learning about the credit card system. I don't know what country you're coming in from, but if you're coming from a country like mine, credit cards are not popular. We usually have debit card. Debit card means you can only spend the money in your account, the money you own. Now this is the opposite. Now credit cards here are more like you're being given a lump sum and then they say, okay, use it and then pay it back. Now it's a little bit dicey because credit cards it's like free money. Some people might see it as free money. Actually, no, it's not free money. It's actually money that they will come and accuse you of and put interest on if you don't pay at the right time. When you get into the US, or even right now as you're watching this video, to learn more about the credit card system and begin to educate yourself about it. And why is this important? The US or Western economies are usually countries that work with your credit worthiness. That means they want to see how responsible you are with money. And so there's a score, they call it your credit score, that shows how responsible you are with money. It's not something that is inevitable, it's not something you can avoid if you plan to be here for long term. So you need to start building your credit immediately you come into the US. And if you want to build your credit, you need the credit card. For students who are coming from a country where it is not peculiar, you might want to learn about it before you jump into it. There are so many credit cards here and it's usually tempting because you feel like, oh, it's not my money, I have free money. Actually, it's not free money. And if you begin to fall into debt and you're unable to pay, it affects your credit score. And if you have a low credit score, it means you're irresponsible with money, and that means you are not credit worthy. Number 7 thing on my list is immediately you come in, especially for those that are coming in and for the fall semester. Fall semester usually starts either July, August or September, depending on whatever time it is. This is the best time to get your winter outfits. Trust me, now it's not winter time, so usually winter outfits would be cheaper. So get all your winter outfits, your boots, get your winter jackets, your gloves, your scarves, your cap. Get all of them immediately you come into that country, because when it's winter, because it will be in high demand, then it's going to be expensive. So usually when you arrive, make sure you get your winter attire in advance and then keep them somewhere so that you can use it when winter starts. And usually let's say you resume in September, you start feeling winter by October, so you just have like a month. So make hay while the sun shines. Okay, so the number 8 thing on my list is that you get your driving license. That is, you go to the DMV for your license, your driving license. And why is this important? Usually if you're in a place where it's not a metropolis, moving around can be a little bit of a hassle because the bus system runs hourly or depending on the time or on a schedule. And so if you miss the bus, you have to wait or you have to walk or ride a bicycle, which is usually not as easy as owning a car. So if you have the funds to get a car, this is immediately you arrive, it's like the best time to go prepare for your driver's license test and then go for your driving test and then get your car, get your license, and then you can get a car, which makes moving around much easier for you. The 9th thing on my list is that you network. When you just arrive, trust me, the workload is nothing compared to what you're going to see. Now, when you first arrive, you'll be meeting a lot of international students or even local students, and this is the best times, to make friends, to start building relationships, because These are the people that you will probably be needing, or they will need you. And people know things, and information is power, trust me. Just having people around that can just look out for you. And when you first come, there's no class, there's nothing. It's usually just orientation and lots of orientation. So it's a good time to, you know, relax, make connection, make friends, network, do things together, you know, visit places, go to the mountains if you have that in your place, you know, just go out together and socialize. Because when school starts, trust me, you wouldn't see anybody. So this is a great time to socialize, network, meet people, and, you know, make friends, make long-lasting friends. You don't know who and how helpful these friendships might turn out to be. And last but not the least, be kind to yourself. Usually it's not an easy thing to move into a new country. It's usually like stepping into uncharted waters, and it can be sometimes daunting, but just be kind to yourself. Take things easy. Some of the things on this list, you might not be able to achieve them. It might be a little bit hectic, you know. At some point you might be discouraged and be like, what have I gotten myself into? Who sent me message? But, you know, just be kind to yourself. Trust me, it does get better. It gets better by the day. You begin to get the hang of it. I've been here for almost a year now, and trust me, I can tell you one thing for sure, it does get better. So just be kind to yourself, okay? Yeah, this is the end of my video. I'm sure that you gain one or two things. I'm so sure that you gain one or two things, if I do say so myself. So please subscribe to this YouTube channel. It's a growing channel. It's a channel that brings you information, educates you, and, you know, tries to inspire and entertain you. So please subscribe. I don't know why I'm pumped with energy, but right now I'm feeling really sleepy, guys. And yeah, like I said, I know I'm saying this over and over again, but please subscribe to this channel, okay? I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye bye.